For cheap games and accessories, visit g2a.com in the description.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. We have ourselves a new car added into the game. This is the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. So, interesting car because this is pretty much the equivalent to the Pista that we had a couple of weeks back. Now, the thing is with the Pista, I ended up drifting that thing and it was so much fun to drive. It was just perfect. Really well balanced. Really nice car. Now this, the Performante, I'm pretty sure it's a lot faster in a straight, well, not a lot faster, but I'm pretty sure it's faster in a straight line than the Pista, especially with its all-wheel drive system and all that stuff. This is faster than an SV Aventador, to be completely honest. I mean, there's different drag races of this going up against the SV Aventador, and it's just faster. It doesn't have more power than the Aventador, but I'm pretty sure the Aventador still has a single clutch gearbox, whereas this is double clutch. And I think this is also like smaller and lighter. It's a pretty intense car. It's really fast. Like I said, it's completely stock at the moment. I haven't done anything to it, so I'm still driving it just the way the game gave it to me. And it's a very quick car overall to drive. Now, obviously, I'm going to go ahead and make this thing faster. Right now, it makes 630 horsepower, 600 newton meters of torque, and weighs 1,382 kilos. So, like I said, it's a very good car. The stats are very good for it. However, I will take it out drifting because I want to compare it to the Pista. I think the Pista would be kind of fun to have as this thing's rival for today's video. So obviously, if you guys have not seen the Pista video, it is on the channel. Just go ahead and go to my channel and you'll be able to find it somewhere. It's only like a few videos back, but yeah, just go ahead and check that thing out. It is so much fun to drive, and I feel like it's a really good competitor to this thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much smash the power out with this car, which I'm pretty sure you can put the Lamborghini Aventador engine in it and modify that thing to make 1,500 horsepower. I'm gonna say that you can, just because it's a Lamborghini, and I'm pretty sure direct Lamborghini swaps will be available for this thing. I mean, this completely stock is actually kind of fun to drive as well, because I'm just all-wheel drifting. There's no like counter steering or anything. I'm just flooring it in the corner, and the back just steps out, and it just, like I said, it's just all-wheel drifting. Alright, anyway, let's hop into the festival, right? I'll hop into the festival, and I'll start changing some stuff on this. Pretty much add a bunch of power to it. That's the main and most important part. And then add drift suspension, because that is one thing that I did check if we can actually do to this car. And we can, in fact, add drift suspension on it. Yep, there it is. I will also make this thing a rear-wheel drive, just because I want to make it, or keep it as close to the Pista as possible. Now, I know that the Pista has the Lamborghinis, yeah, not the Lamborghini, sorry, the Ferrari, the LaFerrari swap for it, and this has the Aventador swap for it, which is kind of cool that we have both of those in the game. As for our tires, I'm not going to change anything. What is the width? 245s in the front and 305s in the rear. I will go ahead and bring the width in the front and the back up, and we'll see what it drives like. I was thinking, like, maybe I shouldn't really change it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, and then we'll see what it drives like. If I need to change it back, I'll change it back. If I don't, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. As for a track width in the rear, I'm gonna just leave it down to 1. Those wheels just look brilliant. I kind of don't want to change them, but I will go and put maybe some ADV ones, because ADV ones always look absolutely brilliant on any of these type of cars, like supercars, hypercars, etc. Like they just look really good, in my opinion. And actually, I might go with these because they still have the sort of the golden look to them as the standard wheels do, but they have a little bit of black in the middle. And I like the center offset. It just looks really good for these. So I'm just gonna stick to these type of wheels. And right now, everything just pretty much bring it up as high as possible. Race parts for everything. And obviously, most important thing, which is something I completely forgot, is to turn this thing into a rear-wheel drive. So now it weighs a lot less. And it should be a lot better to actually slide, because, you know, all-wheel drive drifting is still fun in its own way, but I still feel like rear-wheel drive is the way to go. 978, it's only S2. It doesn't go up to and this doesn't do anything, even though it adds more power. It does add a tiny bit more weight, but I think it just cancels itself out. But the power increase doesn't, or like the power increases so much that I don't think the grip of this car can actually handle it with the tires that it has on, because it is only rear-wheel drive. Because you can see the class stay almost the same. It doesn't even go up by 10, but this thing goes up by 400 horsepower. Almost. So, the power is going up, but the stats aren't really going up by that much. Because of its lack of grip at the moment. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. Let's have a look. I want to change the color of this thing. I do want to change the color of it. I want to mess around with it. I still want to go ahead and keep the original Performante color. Like, pattern, I guess, with the Italian flag and all that stuff on it. So I'm just going to go with the original colors. But I want to change it from it being the orange to something else. I have seen one in this matte blue before, which is really cool. I have seen one in green. Looks great. Green looks really, really good. I definitely don't want to... Even silver looks really good. Look at this. It's more like a matte gray than a silver. This sort of like creamy white as well looks pretty good on it. I think the green looks the best. I think I might just go with the green. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. As for our hood, we could change it again if we really wanted to something else. I don't really want to change that to anything. As for our wheels, again, they're perfectly fine. And then tints. We can, however, change this. Paint group. Oh, so we can mess around with the flag. Wait, so it just gets rid of the flag if I want to. Okay, well, I don't want to get rid of the flag. I think that's fine the way it is. Okay, we'll keep it like this. The green with the Performante Italian flag and the rest of the arrow. Which, I know I didn't really check what sort of arrow parts we can have on this thing, but I did check before. And I know that we have just normal Forza stuff. Like, it's the Forza front splitter and then the Forza wing. Okay, let's drive it. It's the most important thing. Driving this thing. Is it going to be any good? Is it also raining? It is raining. Okay, lots of power. Lots of loss of traction. This does have a lot of power though. Oh my god. Obviously both this and the Pista are mid-engine. Now they're both mid-engine rear-wheel drive. Both making absolutely ridiculous power. What are these gears? I'm slipping in sixth. Like, there's no tomorrow. Wow. This is no tune, by the way. I've only upgraded the car. I can't hold crazy angle with it because I feel like I'm just going to end up spinning. It feels like it anyway while I'm driving it. I also feel like it straightens up a little bit too much. I may have to mess around with my camera slightly to stop that from happening. Or my toe, actually. Not my camera. Toe will definitely help this thing. There we go. First spin. First spin. It's because I ended up adding a little bit too much power, especially after I hit the rail there. And the rail slowed the car down, but it didn't slow the wheels down. This thing is ridiculous. But I definitely won't need this power going downhill. As some of my approaches to some of these corners weren't the best. But an uphill run with absolutely zero tune on it. It's just whatever the suspension is set to now, whatever transmission is set to now. And I managed to pull 459,000 points. That is very, very impressive. It's really not a bad car at all. It really isn't. Man, I actually really like this. As for our gear ratios, we can stretch these out a little bit more. We can use some lower gears. Actually, I'm going to do that. Because I feel like a lot of the time I'm all the way up at the 6th gear. Which I don't need to be. As for the toe, I went with a 0.5 degree on the front end for toe out. We'll see what that's like. As for everything else, I'm gonna leave it the way it is for the moment. I kind of like the way it handles. However, the diff, I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much lock it, and that's it. So let's try drive this thing downhill. I'm still launching at 3rd gear because it still has all of that power to spin those rear wheels. Oh my god, the power that this thing makes is ridiculous. It's just not needed. Look at it in 4th. Jesus. I feel like I could have done a lot better though, with the angles that I was holding there and my positioning on the road. This isn't going to be a great run, but we'll talk about how this thing drives. Oh, it's so easy to drive, man. It's so nice. It actually is really, really nice to drive. I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of messed up a little bit, to be completely honest. So this run is not going to be great for points, but for a supercar like this to be able to absolutely smash out these runs, drifting, I'm really impressed. Oh, I spun it. 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 I tried to give it a little bit more angle there. It'll help me get more points, but... And then 4th is like the best gear for this. I'm messing up these angles though. This is my fault. It's not the game's fault or the car's fault. It's literally me messing up my positioning on the road, especially. If I was to stay a little bit wider, because this thing does have the power to increase my angle and just be able to hold out like ridiculous slides, but like I said, I'm just messing up. I'm a little rusty today. We'll finish off with 454 downhill. Yeah, I know for a fact I can get more points. I feel like I could squeeze out around 50,000 points with this car. 50? 500,000 points with this car going downhill. I mean, I was really, really close, I think, with the Pista as well. This is, like I said, I'm ridiculously surprised at the moment of how good this car actually slides. Again, like I said, you'd expect these cars to be, like, to handle well, like, either be fast in a straight line, which of course it is, or to be able to actually handle corners, like, properly, like an actual race car. And I think it does if I go ahead and tune it for that, but I didn't really expect this thing to be this solid at holding the angle and actually sliding around, drifting. Oh, a little bit too much. A little bit too much for the car there. I couldn't handle it. I clutch kicked like so late in the transition. It's really, really good to drive. I think with some sim steering, I might be able to like get like a lot more points. But right now, I'm just gonna try to drive this normally. So I know with sim steering, people don't like to see me drive like that. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, simulation steering just makes the car like sort of flick a little bit harder when I'm in corners. Or when I'm initiating, I guess. I don't know. If you guys watch any of my older videos, especially the one where it's I made it to like 0.005% in the world or 0.05% in the world, something like that. That's when I'm actually like trying to get points. And I'm going and I'm playing sort of more. I guess I'm tryharding more, which is why you'll see me use like sim steering in those type of videos when I'm actually going for points. Right now, I'm just trying to sort of enjoy the way this thing drives, but you'll see how twitchy the car is. But obviously it reduces the time that the car, like when you're transitioning, right? It reduces the time between the car being from one, like pointing one direction to another direction. And that's why sim steering is such a good thing. Because right now I'm in a straight line. And it like I get no points obviously if I'm in a straight line. I have to be sideways, so those extra few milliseconds of me transitioning are being cut down. So there you go, 493. Like I said, I know for a fact I can get 500,000 points with this car, so it's really, really good. Well, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video on the new Huracan Performante. If you want to get this thing, it's very, very easy. Just go to the festival playlist. You'll be able to see. All you have to do is get 50% done in this autumn season. Super, super simple. I mean, I haven't really done a lot of stuff in this season. I've done the Forza Town Weekly Challenge. I've done the PR stunts. And then I've done these last 2 monthly events in Online and Retro, which is like the very, very first thing I do in like every single like season. I just do these 2 really, really quick. And, you know, they complete like quite a big portion of the festival playlist, like overall and altogether. I haven't even really done anything like last week, for example, because I honestly didn't really care to get the Hot Wheels Ford Mustang because I have a few of those. And I didn't really need it. And same with the Ferrari 166. I still have, I think I had a bunch of them. I think I sold them all now. But yeah, either way, this season, new Huracan Performante, and I wanted it. So that's it. Again, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it, comment, do whatever you guys want. But for now, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.